Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. My name's Cademan David. Welcome to the Narrow Gate. Thank you for squeezing in here. And welcome back to finally me getting back to going through Matthew in order. This is that. I'm back after several videos of not doing that. Now I'm doing that. So, hi. Yeah, cool.
You have heard that it was said, "You shall not commit adultery." But I tell you, anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart.
Okay, so these first verses I don't have a whole lot to say on. I will link the last video I did on the Sermon of the Mount, Am I Guilty of Murder? And you should see that link pop up right up there, assuming I can make that work. But I feel everything I say in that video is applicable to these verses, just if you shift the conversation from murder to adultery. So yeah, that will be there for you to watch. But now I want to move on to these next passages.
If your right eye causes you to stumble, gouge it out, throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for the entirety of your body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to stumble, cut it off, throw it away. It is better you to lose one part of your body than for your entire body to go to hell.
So, before we go on, I want to make this very clear, for legal reasons. I am not asking you to gouge out your eye or cut off your hand. However, with that being said, I will say, if the only thing you can do to prevent your sinning is to remove something that is valuable to you, then I think it's time for you to get rid of that thing in your life. As Jesus says, it's better to lose part of you than to go to hell. So, what I'm saying here is that I don't think we take this passage seriously enough. Because I think at the end of the day, we really need to be serious about preventing sin in our lives. And I just think so often the message that we hear as Christians is something like, everybody sins, so we shouldn't worry about too much. And I know no one's saying that, or if anyone's saying that, very few people are. But I just think we don't spend enough time on what can we do to end our sinful behaviors. So, with that being said, I hear this passage, or I see this passage, or I read it, or, whatever, and I just think, man, Jesus is saying that it's better for us to take away part of ourselves than to be sinning. And so to sort of clean up this video, I want to end this with 2 points. And that's one, you do not have to be constantly falling into sin. You do not. You do not have to buy into the expectation that everyone is going to be sinning all day, every day. Right? There's things we can do that will prevent ourselves from falling into sin. So, that's takeaway number 1. Takeaway number 2 is, if there is things we can do in our life to prevent ourselves from continuing to fall into those sins, if there is anything we can do, we have the responsibility to do it. And it's like, if you have a problem with looking at inappropriate content online, then maybe, at least for a time, you shouldn't have a computer, you shouldn't have a phone. And I'm not saying that should be your starting option. I'm sure a lot of times you can put other things in place to prevent this behavior. I know a lot of people who use things like Covenant Eyes, right, or other such accountability softwares, and that's all good, right? But what I'm saying is, when you sin, I think we need to stop looking at it as, oh, okay, I sinned just like everybody else, whoop-de-doo, and instead start looking at it as, oh, I sinned. Here's what I do so that I don't do that again. So with that being said, this is where I'm going to sign out for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope that this has helped you in some way. Goodbye. Live long and prosper.